Have a nice day, student. Today we discuss about the subphylum vertebrate. The chordate divided into the two subphylum. First is the protochordate, second is the vertebrate. So today we discuss about the subphylum vertebrate. Vertebrate means the animal which having the vertebral column, we call them vertebrate. These all animals having the backbone, or we call them vertebral column. It means these animals having the backbone or backbone like structure, we call it backbone or backbone like structure, we call them vertebrates. Now we discuss about the classes of this phylum. This phylum is further categorized in the 7 classes. So what are the classes? So we discuss here this subphylum. First they divide into the two particular groups or two groups. First group we call them Agnatha. Agnatha is the jawless animal or jawless vertebrate. The structure on which the teeth are or tooth are present, we call them jaw. These animals are the jawless. It means they are having no teeth or tooth in their mouth. So these animals are the jawless vertebrate. In this category, the animals which are classified, we call them Cyclostomata. Cycloid means circular, stomata means mouth like structure. The animal which having the circular mouth is called the Cyclostomata. The first class we call it the Cyclostomata. Now the second group we call them Gnethostomata. Gnethostomata it means these animals having the jaw in their mouth, so we call them jaw vertebrates, or the structure on which the teeth are present, we call them jaw structure are present. So these animals having the well developed jaw. In this group the animals are divided in the following categories. First category that is the Cyclostomata. Second category we call it the class, we call them condrichthyes. Another name of the condrichthyes is known as the cartilaginous fishes. Now the third group we call it third class we call it the Bonefishes, or another name we call them Osteichthyes. These are known as the Bonefishes. In these two classes there are the true fishes, or we call them Pisces group also, because in these two classes all the fishes or true fishes are classified. Now class number 4 we call them amphibians. Class number 5 we call it them reptiles. Class number 6 we call them aves, and class number 7 we call it the mammal. So these are the 7 classes in which the vertebrates are classified. So first of all we discuss about the Cyclostomata. Cyclostomata it means the animal which having the circular mouth, we call them Cyclostomata. The first unique feature of this phylum, these animals having the circular mouth. Why the circular mouth is present in this class? Because the animals having jawless animal, they are having no jaw in their mouth. So these animals are the jawless. So they are having no tooth, no teeth in their structure. So these animals basically are parasites. These animals are the parasitic in mode of nutrition. They are the parasite on the fishes. Now another important feature of this phylum is these animals having the notochord, which is developed into the vertebral column or backbone. So these animals having the notochord. These animals having the endoskeleton, which is made up of cartilage. So cartilaginous endoskeleton is present. Cartilaginous endoskeleton. Cartilage is the type of connective tissue which form the endoskeleton, so we call them cartilaginous endoskeleton. This is the soft as compared to the bone. These animals respire through the gills. So these animals having the structures, gill slits through which they can respire. They are having the mucous gland on their body surface, so they help in the moistening the body surface, and they are having this structure we call them circular mouth, or this mouth is help in the absorption of food from the host body. So these animals are generally parasite on the fish. These animals are respire through the gills. These animals having the heart, which having the two chamber hearts. Example of this animal, that is the lamprey, or example of this phylum is that is the lamprey, or another name of the lamprey we call them petromyzon. So this is the Cyclostomata. Another important feature here we call the hagfish. Hagfish also classified in this group, but this is not a true fish. This is a false fish, hagfish. It is also classified in this group. This is the false fish because it is not a true fish, because it is not classified into the fish group. We call them condrichthyes and Osteichthyes. Now we discuss next phylum. Next class we call them condrichthyes. Next class, condrichthyes. Condrichthyes means the fishes which are, we call them cartilaginous fishes. Cartilage is the type of tissue which is made up of cells, and the cells which are from the cartilage we call them chondrocytes or chondroblasts. Chondrocytes. So these fishes are called the condrichthyes. In these fishes, the unique feature is their endoskeleton is made up of cartilage. Now next point, these animal body is laterally or dorsoventrally flattened. Their animal body is laterally or dorsoventrally flattened. The shape of the animal is spindle-like because fishes are living in the water, so they are present in fresh water as well as in marine water. So they are having the shape, we call them spindle in shape, because they can easily swim in the water. So they need a specific shape, we call it the spindle shape, through which they can easily swim in the water. In the case of cartilaginous fishes, the mouth is present on the ventral surface. Mouth is present on ventral surface. Ventral surface, it means here the animal having the two surface of the body. This is the middle line of the animal. It can divide the animal in two parts. The upper part is called the dorsal part. This upper part of the animal body is called the dorsal part, and this lower part is known as the dorsal surface or dorsal part. This is known as the dorsal surface. And another important part we call them, this is the anterior part of any animal. This is the anterior part. We call them anterior part. And this is the posterior part of the animal. This is the posterior part. This is known as the posterior part. Now we discuss here what is the meaning of ventral surface. So this is the pointed surface of the animal. So they are having the mouth on their ventral surface, means mouth is present in the such condition of the fish. This is the specimen of a fish. The specimen of a fish. So if the mouth present on ventral surface, so such fishes are called the cartilaginous fishes, as well as they are having the mouth on ventral surface. So this is the ventral surface of the animal. They are having the mouth on ventral surface. Now the skin is covered by the scales. These animals having the scales on their body. Fishes having the scales. So these scales are called the cycloid scales. So placoid scales. They are having the placoid scales. Placoid scales are the scales which is covered the fish body or skin. We call them placoid scales. Name of the scale is given on the basis of their shape. So we call them placoid scales. Now, another important feature of the fish having the two-chamber heart. Two-chamber heart, it means they are having the one auricle and one ventricle. It means upper chamber is called the auricle and lower chamber is called the ventricle. This is also known as the venous heart because it circulates the or it transports the deoxygenated blood. So we call it the venous heart. Venous heart, it means it circulates the deoxygenated. Here there are some common features also there. We call them fins. The fins are present in the fishes. These are the fins. The fins present on dorsal surface. We call them dorsal fins. They present on ventral surface. So we call them pectoral and pelvic fins. They are the anal fins. They are present on the backside of the fishes. And they are the nostrils, eyes and mouth. These are the certain part of the normal fish. Now we discuss these fishes are respire through the gills. These type of fishes show the fertilization internal or the fertilization process occur inside the body, so we call them internal fertilization. Internal fertilization means fertilization process occur inside the body, so we call them internal fertilization. Mostly animals are marine and large in size, especially in the shark category. So the shark, all the sharks are classified in this class. So the common example is the shark. Another example is the dogfish. We call it the Scoliodon. Also electric ray torpedo. These all are the example of this class. We call them torpedo. Now next class we discuss here. We call them bonefishes or Osteichthyes. Next class, class 3rd, Osteichthyes. These fishes are known as the bonefishes. It means their endoskeleton is made up of bones, so we call them bonefishes. They are having the bony endoskeleton. Obviously, these all fishes are the aquatic, means they are present in marine water as well as in fresh water. So they are living in aquatic environment. Some common feature also present in all the fishes, just like diploblastic, coelomate, bilateral symmetrical. So these are some common features in all the fishes. These fishes are also spindle in shape. It is useful in the swimming in the water. These animals having the endoskeleton is made up of bones and their exoskeleton is made up of scales. So the cycloid and ctenoid scales are. Cycloid, it means they are the circular in shape, and ctenoid scales are present which having the spine on their surface. So the cycloid and ctenoid scales are present as exoskeleton. In these fishes, the mouth is terminal. This is the position we call them terminal. So these fishes having the terminal mouth. In all the fishes, the mouth is terminal. Terminal in the sense, this is the shape of the animal body. This region is known as the terminal region, and the surface is covered by the scales. So these are the scales which present on their body surface. So these all are the scales, and these are the fins. And so this is the region where the mouth is present. We call them terminal mouth in a specimen. This is a specimen of a fish. This is the terminal mouth. Terminal, it means mouth is present on an anterior position and the surface of the animal body skin is covered by specific scales, and these scales are called the cycloid and ctenoid. Ctenoid, it means they are having the spines on their surface, so we call them ctenoid. These animals also respire through the gill. Now another important feature of this phylum, these animals having the swim bladder or air bladder in their body, which help in the swimming in their body, or in the animals help in the swimming. These animals are also having the two-chamber heart, in which the one is the auricle and another is called the ventricle. These animals also having the venous heart, because in this group also the blood is circulated through arteries deoxygenated, so we call them venous heart. In these animals the fertilization is external. Here this is the ctenoid scales. Ctenoid, it means the scales which having the spine on their surface, so we call them ctenoid. The shape of the scales is almost similar, but they having a spine on their body surface, so we call them ctenoid scales. Scales form the exoskeleton in the fish. Example of this phylum is some examples. They are very common, just like labio, hippocampus. Hippocampus is the animal which is like a seahorse, or we call it the seahorse because its mouth is like a horse. So this animal is known as the seahorse, but it is not a horse, it is a fish. It is not a horse, it is a fish. In the another case, Protopterus. These are some examples of these fishes. Thanks a lot for today. Have a nice day.